Yeah. People, this is boy here. Roger Moore, everything to extra celebrated gospel music of black origin, and this is how we do it. You know, like I like to break into current affairs, current things that's going on, and have a chat. You know, from a perspective of just a dude. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to do that right now. Let me just press pause and everything still. But listen, so I did do a video before when I mentioned about Wonder Man, and I said like, yo, let me move this TikTok thing a bit more down now so they can see me a bit more. That's better. So Wonder Man. So I thought, and you know what, I was about it still, yeah, because I was about it because the fact that basically one thing that somebody said before, somebody who's a fan of anime, a black anime guy, really what he doesn't like is like white characters changing to black characters. Why can't you create new characters for black characters? So before you go, oh, here we go again, what's going to go on? So I was a bit put off a bit, you know what I mean, going, Wonder Man. So I did some research. Wonder Man originally came out in the 60s. But it was a rip-off of DC because DC had Wonder Woman before that still. So unfortunately, they didn't seem to like to sue each other back in the day, so they keep ripping off each other in terms of characters. If you look at old characters from both movies, we see the successful characters but a lot of failed characters because they're ripping each other off anyway. So Wonder Man, there was actually a Wonder Woman within the Marvel world, you know what I'm saying, as well. But you got She-Hulk and you got Hulk himself anyway, so yeah. So it came out, like a white guy with black hair and whatever or something. So, so I said to myself, okay, showed it to the wife. I said, you may like this. She said, no, you watch it because it looks like something that you want to watch. So I watched it myself. I be honest with you guys, I finished it in one go. You know the ones there, so where you go and watch a series, if it's gonna take me a week, this took me 24 hours and it was gone out of my playlist, man. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Wonder Man. Take a clap. It's the first time, I must say, I've enjoyed a couple, but the first time they get a standing ovation for me for a series out to the Marvel characters. Yeah, I have to give them a standing ovation for this. Yeah, 100% a standing ovation. What I liked about this, yeah, was the fact that basically the way he was kind of like an actor. So Wonder Man is basically the main actor. I don't want to spoil it for people, but you should have watched it already. And they had this guy called Slattery who also imposed himself as a Mandarin. And it's funny. It's one of the directors out of. Let me just make sure I get this right. Out of the director from Shing. One of the main directors anyway, so yeah. Oh goodness sake, I can't believe I got it up here. I got the wrong thing up anyway. So, but anyway, one of the main directors with Marvel, he mentioned about Trevor Slattery, yeah. Do you saw because Trevor Slattery? I was like, Trevor Slattery. I was like, who is this guy? And it's like, oh, he's a guy that basically, he did some posing as Mandarin and whatsoever. So it made a small thing into big thing. This is very like what Disney, which I've enjoyed Disney do to Star Wars, to take small characters and make them big. You know what I'm saying? And they've made Slattery from a small role into something big. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I thought the way they brought him in, you have to do little research. But Wonder Man, again, would you call him a failed character in the universe? It's only failed if you don't really do a little bit of research. You can find him. He does his thing, and you got a young child who grew up watching Wonder Man, and he's inspired by him, and he is basically Wonder Man. And then you're thinking, as the plot's going on, he's thinking, yo, he's got superpowers. And you know what? When you check it out, if you have to say the strongest man in the Marvel universe, you're talking about Hulk, you're talking about Wonder Man. So this Simon Wallace, this brother, might end up being the strongest man. So it'd be interesting to see how he will fit into the main movies, if he fits into the main movies, and I think they will squeeze him into the main movies. So well done for getting that role, but the way they did it, and at the end, just to say, I can't wait. People have said they cannot wait now for season 2. Listen, guys, yo, I must admit, the last exciting feeling I got, but it was very much dragged out, was Low-Key. Yeah, Low-Key was great, and I was looking forward to the second season because the way they ended it. But it wasn't because it was a great season. It's a great season, but it wasn't that great. So Low-Key was great, but dragged down. But the ending was like, yo, I can't wait for the next one. This was great all the way through. And I was like, ooh, him and his Haitian mother and everything still, yeah. So it was I don't know about acting skills, because when you're acting heroes are still Sylvester Stallone and Schwarzenegger, I get criticized. So and I wouldn't say B.A. Baracus, but yeah, I love them action things. But either way, Bruce Willis, don't forget. But going back to it, Simon Williams, that's the character of that's like Bruce. With Bruce Wayne, his alter ego anyway. So, but he's holding back these powers. You know what I'm saying? He's hiding it. Whatever. And Slattery, these guys form a bit of a partnership here still. Yeah. So I would advise people to watch it now. If it is not a standard typical Marvel series on Disney still. Yeah. And yes, I know people are like, I don't support Disney because Disney's this, Disney, and everything's this and that anyway. So yeah, the government's this and that anyway. So yeah, so you can calm down on that one still, yeah. But listen, big up for the way they've done this, and looking forward to see how Wonder Man is. Really great corner, really great perspective. Check it out. Well done. I will give it out of 10. I will give it 8.59. Will I give it 9? No, the way it ended, and every episode was, yeah. And it's not usually, it's every episode is like, yeah. So yeah, 9 out of 10 for Wonder Man. Even though I still, yo guys, 9. I have never done, I don't really clap Marvel like that, but well done. You know what I'm saying? Marvel, you know what I mean? First time I nodded my head since Penguin to a hero series. And yeah, this is the one. So people, check this out. Check out Wonder Man. It's showing through the Disney app, and that's under the Marvel label still. Yeah, so big up to them. And yeah, that's a great series, great watch. I would advise anybody to watch it, especially if into the hero things.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of